Let's talk to you about what a one-day only price item is. That means for the one day in which it's presented, Mark Charles, it is presented at a low price. It is only good until the end of the day at that price, and only good until the item sells out, whichever comes first, end of day or if it sells out. It is also the lowest price you'll see in 6 months on the item. Now, we talked about being able to grow herbs or flowers or some
tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Yes.
Even in a dark closet. You actually could.
You could.
As long as you have an electrical outlet. That's all you need. You don't need a window.
Just
you
a
need
plug.
some water, an electrical outlet, and to turn it on.
And you don't need special water. You can use any tap water from any part of the country. You could be at any elevation of the country, and you could be at any time of the year. Rainy season in Washington, the snow season in Utah. It doesn't matter because this will grow the same for everybody, guaranteed every time.
Okay, now I have colors for you, but only 4 of them. I have it in black. Here it is in white. I have it in red. And finally in this pretty, all the way down to the end, blue.
Blue.
Blue is most limited. Mark Charles, tell us what else we're getting.
So we're going to get the starter seed kits, and we're going to get you 3 seed kits. Remember, this is like the Keurig of gardening. Once you get the seed kits in the machine, all you do is keep buying seed kits, and this holds 3, so you get 3 to start with. The little domes, the instructions, of course, the plant food, because these 3 seed kits will germinate up to 6 months of growth for you. So this is 6 months of plant food, and of course your light source, which simulates natural daylight, goes on and off by itself, and this simulates the sun. So this has a brain. This knows what to do, when to do it. How do you start? You get the unit home. There's very little to put together. You're going to fill the water to the water line, fill water line, and then you're going to put the top on. You're going to then take your first seed kits. You get curly parsley. You get dill. So we're going to give you 3 herbs to start with, and basil. You always have to start with the little lids.
The little caps.
The little caps, because it's like a little greenhouse.
Because what it's going to do is it's going to trap the heat inside and allow each of those. Now, as soon as you see them start to sprout, you take the little caps off.
You take the caps off, and this is what's going to happen.
How long does that take?
This is about a week and a half.
Oh, wow.
Okay, just under 2 weeks.
Great thing to do with kids.
Kids, and I've had a lot of kids actually Facebook me that they did this as a project for school for science, biology, and stuff like that.
That's cool.
So we love this. So here is this, and now I want to tell you something. Even just starting to see the growth of this, look at that. All it is pure white weeds, not weeds, I'm sorry, roots, because there is no weeds. There is no dirt, there's no pesticides. So it's pure air and water. It's called aeroponics, okay? Then we're going to move over here to about just under 3 weeks. This is what you have. You actually
and I think we also have some time-lapse tape we'll show.
Yes, you can actually start harvesting this, and what I mean by that is you properly harvest 1 piece of this grape basil.
Is that the sweet basil?
Sweet basil. You never have to wash it because all it is air. There's no pesticides, no animals. The contaminants from the sky or like weather have not touched this. It's pure, right?
It smells so good.
And then you're about just under 5 weeks. This is full growth. And what I love about these 3 herbs is now these will keep growing for up to 6 months. You harvest them as you cook. You only use what you need as you need it. You leave the rest, and it keeps regerminating, 6 months.
Let me be clear, Mark Charles. You leave the light on all the time.
No, you leave the button on, the light will turn on and off by itself.
Oh, okay,
it's like a sun. It goes up for 12 and off for 12.
But it's got a built-in timer for that.
It's got a built-in timer.
So all you do is turn it on.
That's right. It's got a built-in light that says we're out of water, and it starts blinking. You fill it up with water. A blinking light needs nutrients, and you fill it up. It's got a brain. You literally just step back and go, okay, grow for me.
500 of these are gone.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is the smallest unit we've ever had, 3 pods. It's the skinniest, the profile, and of course the cheapest price we've ever had because of this great one day only.
Well, one day only price at $39.98, 2 easy payments on your credit card. Let's take a look at our video here.
Oh yes, so you can see the before and after. What we did here is it's the same seeds, same amount of water, the same light as you see, and we used high quality potting soil, but you still can't get the yield out of high quality potting soil that you can out of Aerogarden, the unit you're going to get on the left. It tells it all right there in 35 days. Do you want the left or the right? It just makes sense. You do not need a green thumb. You can have the brownest thumb there is. This will grow for you perfectly every time. It's foolproof. And like I said, this is the Keurig of planting. Once you do this, go down and get, this is all on QVC.com if you'd like. Lettuce we have right there. That's lettuce fully grown. Look at that. 6 months of lettuce coming to you like that. Then you move on, you can do petunias. If you just love flowers. And I love the base, David, because that actually pops out. So you can actually make a centerpiece for a dinner party, put that in the middle of your table.
Oh, well, now that's clever.
Right, and then put it back in when the dinner party's over. And then, of course, the same herbs we're giving you can repeat them if you love them so much. And then we have a collection that's just 3 kinds of basil. That's on the end. And then one of our most popular ones is over here, the cherry tomatoes. Look at these little tomatoes.
Have yourself a snack, Mark Charles. I'm going to talk colors again.
the green, and the red. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that amazing?
And
I get to do this.
900 of these are now
Look.
gone.
Boop.
Enjoy the little
And-
snack there, young man. Here is the black. We also have it for you in the white. We have it in the red. And most limited is the blue. You should also know, and 900 left in the blue, this is adjustable.
Yep.
So
It has to be as it grows.
exactly. So as it gets taller, you keep adjusting this up so that it doesn't rest against your plants.
Yep.
And then, of course, you can pop it back down when you start new plants again.
And you have to.
Until, yeah, you want to get that light as close to the new growth as possible. And then as it matures, this just clicks up as you need it to go.
And with these herb ones, you're going to get in these 3 stages, just if you wanted to look to what David was saying. Here's the starter. Remember, this is just under 2 weeks. This is about 3.5 weeks. This is just about 4.5 weeks. And you see the way the same unit goes up, and these are the same exact herbs. So this is what it's going to look like.
Now,
within 2 weeks.
1,200 are already gone. Let's take a look at our time lapse again. And
Okay.
Mark Charles, walk us through this.
Just so you understand what's happening, this is aeroponics. It is growing things with just air and water, no dirt. Even if you had high quality potting soil on the right, look at the yield you'll get versus the Aerogarden. It is the same seeds, the same amount of water, the same light. We just put high quality soil on the right and pure water on the left. And 35 days later, you see those seeds gave a yield in the Aerogarden on the left versus the high quality potting soil. You can do starter sets where you are doing your little buds for your gardening in the spring. I've had a lot of gardeners Facebook me and say, I start all my seeding here. When they just burst a little bit, I take them and transplant them to my big garden and then keep putting new ones to seed more because it's a foolproof system with no weather involved, no climate change, no pesticides, no dirt, no rodents, no animals eating your growth, all in your home, so it's a controlled environment and it's done perfectly every time. So gardeners love this as well.
Now, how many gone, Sean? 2,000 are now gone.
a
I
great
have it
price.
in the black. I have it in the white. Here is your red. Red is most popular and blue is most limited. 500 left in the blue. You will also get the bulb
Yep.
that comes with this. You'll get a little container of plant food. Now, don't get nervous about when to add the plant food because it's explained in the instructions.
Yes, it is plain instructions.
You get 3 of these little pods to get you started with their caps. If you want more pods after these play out, we offer them on QVC.com.
And the thing, David, you should know is when you buy the new pods,
Yeah.
you're going to get new caps and new nutrients for those pods.
Oh, great.
So you get everything you're seeing right there in the shot, those 3 things you get every time you buy new pods.
You also get this, which is very important, a quick startup guide.
Yep.
That is something you don't want to throw away when you're unpacking the box. This is something great to do with your kids. It really is exciting because they can see this. Come with me back in the back here. I want to show you progressives.
Yep.
This is brand new.
Just did it.
Like just put these in, so we put the light down very close. I'm going to shield some of the light so you can see. See right there all the little pods with their caps?
And you have the little caps on them.
And you want to put this down on its lowest light setting. This is just planted. This is 2 weeks.
Yep.
This is how many weeks?
About 3.5, 4 weeks.
This is 3.5, 4 weeks, and you can start harvesting now. That basil you can start pinching off there and putting on your pizza or your salad.
And 5 weeks are right here.
This is 5 weeks, and that is mature growth.
It's mature, and we're talking about 6 months of regermination. Now, here's the thing. They're going to tell you in the book, you can't just hack this all off and use it in one fell swoop and go, okay, keep growing. It's all about harvesting it properly. Remember, when you buy those little plastic boxes that have all the pre-cut herbs, and I've done it, I'm guilty of it, when you have a recipe, it says bay leaves or rosemary, and I go and buy 7 sprigs in that box.
And then it all
you know
goes
how much
bad.
it costs.
Yeah.
I use the 1 sprig, and the rest goes in the fridge. It starts dying the minute it's been cut. Here, you actually harvest only what you need as you're cooking.
You pinch or prune.
Yep.
And then that way it's going to encourage.
So you just take from the bottom, and again, the book will show you this, but it makes common sense. You just take out what you need.
And
you
will
don't
that
have to wash
keep
it.
regenerating?
Regenerating 6 months, and then of course it dies off because the life cycle is 6 months for these seeds. The beautiful thing is you just take all the seed kits, throw them out, clean the water out, get new pods, and every 6 months is the seed kits.
You know what this means?
What does that mean?
3,000 gone.
Oh.
3,000
This is the lowest
gone.
and the
Take a
smallest.
look at our time lapse again.
Again, it's about the same seeds, the same water, the same light, and the same time, with high quality potting soil on the right versus the Aerogarden, which is aeroponics. Have you ever been to Disney and seen the Epcot exhibit? That's what it was. Like when you saw the plants growing in the air with just air and water, they actually took that technology, which by the way has been around for years. It just hasn't been in the home and easy and affordable. Now it is with this Aerogarden, and I love that about that.
And here again, we're going to look at the time lapse again. We're talking colors.
Okay, colors?
Colors. Okay, here it is in the black. I have it for you in our white. This is red, most popular. And finally, I have it for you in the blue. But if you want the blue, I have fewer than 300 left to go around.
David, I got to show you this lettuce. It's unbelievable when you can grow a lettuce leaf in your own house like that. I mean, look at that. And this is, I can eat and actually make a salad that I could make in winter in the middle of New York during a snowstorm.
All right, so as we wrap up on this, Mark Charles, I have trivia.
No, I just want to say goodbye and happy day to everybody and thank you for a great day, Cook Event Day.
No.
Bye-bye now.
No.
Oh.
Stay with me.
Mary,
All right.
help.
Nope. Mary is not going to help you cheat.
She actually giggled, meaning no. Go ahead.
All right, we're making my Sloppy Joe tacos
Okay, let me
today.
channel my thoughts again.
All right. True or false? 50-50 shot.
Oh. Huh.
True or